Here we go, and here we are. It is Agile Ventures. It's the remote pair programming session sponsored by Makers Academy here in the heart of London. We're having to record on a backup recording thing. We've got Pierre here with me. But yeah, Pierre, you were talking about a project that you'd like to share with us. Talking about sort of
Yeah.
extracting some things. Do you want to share your screen? Tell us the GitHub.
Um, yeah, I can do that. Just
Mm.
hang on.
So Pierre was, we were just sort of chatting with, and Pierre was talking about this process of sort of extracting some code from an existing Rails project or other project, and kind of trying to pull that out as a separate entity, and then wrap tests around it. If you haven't shared your screen through Google Hangouts before, then there's a series of buttons on the left-hand side of the Hangout. You couldn't get a mouse over the Hangout before
Yeah.
they appear.
Okay, start share
There you
screen.
go, and then choose which.
Okay, I just listen to.
Yep.
So,
All right, take it away. And I guess in the background, I'll go and fork a copy of this repository.
did you see my screen?
I do see your screen, yeah. So this is, we're looking at Ransack-A-Rang or something, is the...
Yeah, it's wrong. So it's a project. It's about AngularJS,
Right.
and it's writing in CoffeeScript.
Okay.
And the main idea is when people write CoffeeScript code and they write Angular app, they just translate JavaScript to CoffeeScript, and I think it's a good thing. I love to write CoffeeScript, but there is a lot of good things in CoffeeScript, like class
Right.
and other things. So what I have to do is write a little project. Do you know Angular, by the way?
We've been looking at Angular. I'm not an Angular expert, but we wrote we worked through the Angular tutorial. We played around with some tests on it and so on. So I know I'm an
Okay.
Angular
So
newbie, but yeah.
when you write an Angular project, you have all your injection to do in your function call. And when you do it and do that and you want to minify the code after,
Right.
most part of the time you have to put it, if you do that in CoffeeScript, you have to do that in an array. So you write twice time your injection,
Right.
first in like in a string and then in the function. And many things like that. So it's, for me, it's kind of duplication. So I have write, it's like a class approach where you have inject, where you write your injection, like a class method.
Right.
And I use the classic paradigm of CoffeeScript to make some inheritance. I have a scope controller, so it provides the scope injection.
Right.
And every time you make some inheritance, you can add more and more injection to your project.
Okay.
You have the register, so you can register your application. And what other cool stuff there is this one is like scope, and is an alias for scope, and
Right.
project, destroy, save, and everything. They are scope method. So
Okay.
run can every method you write in your CoffeeScript, I like by metaprogramming, add it to
Right.
the scope.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
So
I'm
you
not
write
following.
scope
Go on.
dot my methods equals, you just write the name of the method and then it's add to the scope.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not following it wonderfully in that I guess I'm at the top level of. I mean, so this is so Rang here. This is a set of CoffeeScript classes to make the Angular code more clean and dry and ready for this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. This is why
right,
I try to do. And well, I have write it in a personal project, then extract it,
right. Fair enough.
push it in Bower, but I haven't tested this because all my tests is really strongly linked to
To the business logic of the original project.
yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So the next step is just write test only for Rang, and then maybe add
Right.
new feature, extract new features, and etc.
I see.
So
So basically, I mean, this is sort of, I mean, I'm just looking at, I'm sort of browsing here. I mean, I forked and cloned the project and got it locally, but I can see, so, with your Angular things, I mean, you've got this standard kind of nested JavaScripty sort of CoffeeScripty feel, I guess. But then I'm saying, well, maybe if I share my screen and you can see, it's interesting how the critical thing of being able to see what one person is pointing at makes the. Hold on, I'm just going to start my screen share. Um, thinking about it. Come on, screen share. Uh, come on.
okay.
Is it, yeah, yeah, screen share. So I was again browsing. I was browsing your, the README here in this view. But
Yeah,
so
I
this,
just
this is like you got an example here, right? I mean, you just talking through this. But so the key thing is about this is what Angular would look like normally,
yeah.
and it's got its sort of nested, functions being passed in or whatever. And so you've got it with the Rang flavor, making it look more like a sort of Python-like or Ruby-like language, where
Yeah,
you're kind
exactly.
of yeah, fair enough. Cool, cool. And so you're achieving the same sorts of things, but with like you say, inject and register and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is also kind of private method. If you start by another underscore, there is not added to the scope,
Hmm.
and there is it's not documented, but you have yes initialize method where you do you know if you do some statement. Well, this is not here, but there is
Sure.
also other cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. But so yeah, I mean, it would be great if we could wrap some tests around it. I mean, for me to understand it even better, I'd love to be seeing it being used in the context of a bigger project. But maybe the bigger project that you've pulled it out is not an open source one.
No, it's not. It's
No,
my
no.
client.
So
So
sure, but so no, no, we can't look at
my
that.
client tell me, okay, if you want to open source
Yeah.
some parts, you can,
Yeah, right, right.
so
No, no, that's
don't
fair
have
enough.
a business
So should
problem.
we just like maybe try and build like a little project, a little Angular project that uses this Rang thing, and
Oh,
then
okay, yeah.
that would I mean at least we could just try and start testing this thing, but I'm like almost I think in order to kind of what's the word? In order to kind of like really get a bit more deeper understanding of it, I kind of
Yeah,
feel
you
like I
want
want to see
first
it
play
being
with it.
used in like play with it for a bit, and then we can sort of talk about what kind of tests would be sensible to have, against the plugin versus, against an individual app.
Yeah, okay, yeah, why not?
Yeah. So do you want to? I mean, do you want to walk through like just like the way that you would, start off creating an app and then pull this into it? Do you want to like just create a? I mean, should we just like make a random app that does something like what's the and what I mean obviously we wouldn't do the same thing as the client thing, but what are you sort of doing with the main app that you've pulled this out of? What is it, sort of like a content management system, or what's its main thing that it does?
The context of Rang was building, it was like, you know, it's my clients have
Mm-hmm.
a small candy shop,
Oh
and
yeah.
all the time he has some commands. He buys some candies from different providers,
Mm-hmm.
and then he have like the command file with different states. It's like started command, deliver, check it, and extra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he wants a really easy workflow because he's not all the time in his shop, and he have like an employee, but she is a really old woman, and she
Sure.
don't know nothing of computer
Okay.
science or
Sure.
computer skills. She don't like that. So we make something really very simple and smooth,
Uh-huh.
and it was like a tab with data. And the first line is the form, and then you can edit in line, and there is autocomplete forms.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to use.
Yeah, okay. So but it's sort of like inventory management for the shop. Is that what it is?
Uh, can you repeat, please, the
Is it
question?
that inventory management? So it's like they're trying to list up what's in the
Yeah.
in the store, like, and stuff gets they sell stuff, and then they have to like they keep track of the inventory.
Well, inventory are next features, and we start by command. The command just make command, and
Hmm.
then inventory at the end of the years.
Right. Okay. But so I guess I'm still a little unclear that the I'm not that it's important, or maybe we move, but it seems like so in the first instance the app is providing an interface for the user to do what? What is the user doing?
Command. They can add candies to a command.
Oh, okay. They can. Oh, when you say command, you mean like a sort of
Orders,
an
orders.
order. Oh, okay, there you go. Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Because
yeah.
command is the French word for orders.
Right, right. There you go. No, no problem at all. No, no, no. Yeah, okay. So it's about it's more like that there are orders coming in, and then people need to assemble. Okay, this order's got this and this and this and this, and that needs to be kind of okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, but let's say for example, it sounds like you know an inventory thing. If why don't we think about writing a little sweet shop inventory app with this system? Would that be a good place to start?
Oh, so you want to write something like inventory app just for
Yeah,
fun?
just for fun, just to, like so we can
Yeah,
see
okay,
Rang
why
in
not?
use, and it sounds like that's going to be something you're sort of thinking about. But like, and but for both of us, I mean, the thing is to have a domain. So like, if you know, if we're just doing like an inventory, it'd be like you know, this sweets and gobstoppers, and you know, hey Michael, how's it going? Um,
Hello.
and yeah, I think that might be a good place to start, eh? Yeah, Pierre, what do you think?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm pretty agree.
Yeah. So do you want to start off with a terminal? And I mean, my general temptation is often, oh, you start writing high level tests and this and the other. But I think in this case, let's just spike it. And do you want to like create a Rails app and then let's start pulling in the different bits and pieces that we need and see how that goes?
Yeah, yeah, why not? So, how would be process? Who write the code? I write the code?
Yeah, you could. Well, we can go backwards and forwards, but we could maybe start with you writing the code because you know you have a better understanding of this. But if we, I mean, I think the thing to do, I would say, is if you go to like a terminal window and
Hmm.
get yourself into a directory, and you could just do like a Rails new, you know, Sweet Shop inventory or whatever. Just create a new Rails app, and you
Yeah,
know
okay.
we'll start you know pulling it, and we can maybe put it onto GitHub, and it will be like an example. You have like at the end maybe we'll have a repo that's an example of how to use Rang in your Rails project.
Okay, why not? I will share my screen.
I think you are sharing your screen. Yeah, your screen share is on. I'm seeing it now. You've turned it off.
Ah, sorry.
No problem at all. No problem at all. But yeah, so
Okay, well, so you can see my screen now. Um,
I think it's coming back. It's coming back. Yeah. Yes, I think yeah. See your screen. Yeah. So if you go to the terminal, and you know, you get us into a new directory where we're ready to rock and roll, so to speak, and just
okay.
you know create a Rails app. And I'd say so, Michael. Yeah, we're looking at so Pierre has got this project on GitHub called Rang. I think I pasted the link into one of the Skype chats, and so this is a framework for making your Angular code look a bit more like CoffeeScript. Is that
Yeah,
sort?
it's like this.
Yeah, yeah. So, and what I've just been describing, what we thought we might do here is like, you know, you know, in order to, well, the key question from Pierre's side is, you know, okay, so he's pulled this code out of a client project, this sort of like as a module, and he's put it up as open source on GitHub, and he wants to add some tests and this, that, and the other. And I was saying like maybe a good place to start is to make a little test app. You know, and so what this is what Pierre is doing now. So you've got a your in Rang example there. So you're gonna you know break ground on a new Rails app there. Um,
So, uh, I will set up the project with, like rbound.file and rubyversion.file.
okay, you use RBEM. Yeah, we tend to use RVM, but RBEM is good. I think I've got that installed as well. But yeah, you do whatever is most comfortable for you. I think that's the way to go. Definitely.
Okay. Where is this? Just copy paste something like, um, uh, sorry.
No problem.
I'm not used to share my screen, so I'm a little bit nervous.
Sure thing. No, I think everybody is, and but you'll get used to it real soon, and you're doing absolutely fine. And it's and this is one of the fantastic things about pairing in this sense is you get to see different people's setups. So,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you
it's
know,
true. So I'm using Tmax and
yeah.
do you know it?
Yeah, we know Tmux. Yeah, now that's interesting. So you're using Tmux there to connect onto your kind of production server or something? Is that right?
I use it in my personal laptop
Right, right.
because I have different projects, and so I can switch. I can switch. I have, for example, I have two sessions, so there is one project by session,
Uh-huh.
and well, I really love to. I'm used to use terminal because I come from the Ubuntu world, and
Sure.
I just buy a Mac few months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really new for me. So I'm always
Sure.
learning, you
Yeah.
know.
So I mean, the Tmux that the way we've seen it used, we haven't used so much ourselves, but is to allow both people to kind of like connect to a remote session. Um, but you're here on your Mac, but you're using Tmux to connect to a particular a remote server, or you're just using it to talk to the local machine.
Well, when I do pair programming, sometimes I use Tmux for that.
Sure.
But well, I don't use a lot remote control for a remote server because most part of the time I'm just a freelance, go in a team, and
Sure.
I do features,
Right.
so I never really go to the production server.
No, no, no. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
really love to use Tmax with. Do you know Wimax?
I don't know that we do. No.
So just I just cut my job few seconds. Um, it's it's really cool stuff for pair programming. It's
I mean, we've been using Teammate as a kind of quick way to get set up with Tmux.
it's almost the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
it's so you have
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just yeah. I think there's a few different things. Yeah, that gets you set up quickly with. Yeah, and
yeah you have
yeah,
pair, Ruby, and mirror mode.
sure. But I'm
So
just interested there. I mean, in your setup there, where you've just got Tmux, have you got Tmux running there because you were thinking, right, I'm going to be doing some pairing today with the for the pairing community, or is this just your like? So for me, I mean, I use the command line on OS X, but I just use their default iTerminal. But it looks like you've logged into somewhere with the Tmux, or you're just running Tmux in the background. I'm not sure what the Tmux is giving you that's different from the just the using the OS X terminal, for example.
well, what I really like to do is when I have, for example, with Guard,
Mm-hmm.
I do. I do Vim and a pane, and I use a bigger screen, and I do things like that. And then here I just use my guard, and I can see what happened in the test and code in the same
Oh,
time.
okay. So are you using kind of Tmux there as a kind of a terminal manager, independently of
Yeah,
any pairing, just to kind of okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, good stuff. Good
yeah.
stuff.
I usually split the screen in three columns,
Right,
like
right. Yeah, makes sense.
spec,
Mm-hmm.
spec features like
Sure.
model, and then guard.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Good stuff.
It's pretty cool.
Nice one.
Uh,
So that
so
have you got you've got your RBEM set up there, have you?
yeah. Um, sorry, I'm kind of slow.
No, not at all. You're moving very fast. It's good and it's fast. It's great
Okay.
to see it.
Uh,
Mm.
um, right. So now, okay, I will install Butler and then Raise and then put Rails new.
Sure, good stuff. Yeah, and
Uh,
when you get the if you get the once you've got the like the shell in there with off the Rails new, if you push that onto GitHub, I could fork and clone in the background while you were getting started and just make sure that I'm ready to, do a Pong later on if we get to that point.
yeah. So, okay. For starting a new app, did you use like I don't know. It's like I have found this Rail Wizard.
I think I haven't used it yet. I've tended to just be using the Rails new with flags and you know.
Yeah, because usually I just use a spec. I love Slim too, and basic things like this.
Oh, cool.
And what else? I think, yeah, Git, and maybe push it on a Roku. No, not today,
Yeah, I
but
know.
it's a good start.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So because I have already made the directory, I just rewrite this like that.
Ooh, cool.
And almost done. Let's go.
So that will kind of configure the environment and so on, then the different other, a few other bits and pieces to make sure that we're going relatively smooth to use those various components.
Uh, yeah. Sorry, I don't really understand
Oh
what
no,
you.
no, I was just well, it's about Rails Wizard. I was just sort of doing my own summary of what happens there with
Okay.
like so. What I was seeing you doing there with Rails Wizard was you selected a number of things that you wanted to use with Rails, and then it
Yeah.
gave you a URL to kind of like a template
Yeah.
for Rails, and then kind of I guess the things that it will do in that template is put the right gems in the gem file and maybe
Exactly.
tweak the environment settings, so that they all just kind of work and you don't have to kind of go around remembering to do all the little things to make it work.
There is also another project.
Mm-mm.
I guess it's called Rail Composer, and
Oh,
you
okay.
can do the same things. And it prompts you for many. What do you want?
Mm-mm.
Like this. Do you want Bootstrap, Zerp, Foundation?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I never tried, but
Well, no, good to know that
but
these things are
yeah,
out there.
it's
Yeah.
kind of slow to install everything.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, no worries.
So
But you,
after set up the application, I will push it on
do
a
you, I mean, you could do, I mean, like basically going through the install bus, you could background that process because once the install of the bundle things, it's not going to change because the application is there, right? So you could push it to GitHub now without having to wait for the bundle install to finish, or am I wrong?
I don't know what happened because is it yeah it's run bundle install
It's just
so
running bundle install, so it's going to be sticking the things. I mean, the one thing, the one file that might not be there is the gemfile.lock, but we can always push
yeah
that up afterwards. But you could, if you pushed it up now, that would at least. I mean, if I'm going to use rbenv, then I have a feeling I might need to muck around with a few things on my side. So the sooner that I can get to that, the better. But no worries. I mean,
but
whatever.
if you use RVM is maybe better. I put the .rbn in Gitnir no
Maybe yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've got. I can get rid of.
okay um
So many terminals up here. Let's go. Uh,
yeah
because maybe, or maybe I don't even have rbenv installed. So let's.
RVM, so, like is it yeah okay ooh oh yeah
So you want git in it? Git in it? Yeah, I guess.
yeah but there is not I think maybe
You just type GST there. I didn't know what that was.
GST is Git status.
Oh, okay. It's shorthand for. Okay.
Yeah, it's provided by OMI ZBSH.
Okay, so you've got that. Is that a custom thing for you or just?
No, no, it's Robbie Russell. Oh my, Z shell.
Oh, it's a Z shell config thing.
Yeah, it's very famous.
Oh,
There is
okay.
a lot of guys who use it.
Oh,
All
okay.
my friends use this one.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's pretty well. As you can see, there is a lot of people who use it.
Sure,
Yeah. Well, back to this.
sure.
Okay. Um, yeah. So now I have to push it on GitHub.
Hmm.
Well, uh, I not create a repository every day.
Oh yeah, no, I think just that there's a plus button next to your name there, Ranska, like third icon from the right,
Okay.
just the plus side but thing there, create new, yeah,
Repository.
new repository.
Uh,
There you go.
example, just return.
Yeah, I think I probably create repositories more frequently than I create Rails apps, but that's partly because I'm often doing kind of crazy things.
Okay. Ta-dum, ta-dum-dum. Why not?
Yeah, that's good to me. Okay, you can
Okay.
get, you can read me. Yeah.
And then, whoops. Uh, what I have to do?
Well, I think that if you just grab, well, so the interesting thing, you don't need the SSH one. Just grab the URL from the top, like the HTTPS URL. Just,
Yeah.
yeah, don't worry about the SSH one. Grab the HTTP one, and then if you go to, if you copy that, and if you go to your terminal, so
Okay.
having copied that, if you go to your terminal, and then if you just do git remote add origin,
He will have to type in password, won't he?
maybe only once. No, I would do git remote add and then type origin. So RORI, yeah, and then just paste in that thing
Like
there.
this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But, well, okay. But I have to tap my password then after.
I don't know that you do. Let's see. Why don't you hit return and see? I mean, for me, when I do this, I don't have to type my password. But I mean,
Okay.
so now you could try just doing git pull origin master.
Okay.
Pull origin master. Uh,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just something
yeah.
maybe.
Okay. So then you could just do git status now. So you probably get add, whatever we.
So now I can push.
Well, I think you there's nothing to push at the moment. I think you would need to add the things that you want to push.
I
So
think
go on.
all is add. I still.
Oh, you did git add already, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, then
With Rail Wizard, when you I think Rail the
yeah. Oh, well, you could certainly you could try git push. You could try git push.
there is an initial commit from
Okay, the Rails wizard does that for you already. Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
So well, yeah. Why don't you try? You could try doing a push.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
Right.
The big problem is I don't know my password today because I never use it. I always connected since 3 years and
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean,
well,
I have it set up so that I don't need to type my password in at the command prompt here.
yeah, but maybe it's because we use S6PS. It would be better if we use the Git.
Oh, well, you can use SSH if you want. I just ended up like switching to HTTPS in order to avoid having to bother with the SSH keys. But you can do the SSH keys if you want.
So I will.
Why you don't have to type it in, Sam?
So
On Ubuntu, if I'm on Ubuntu and I use the HTTPS, I
yeah.
have to type it in like every time.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I have it in the VM and I don't have to type it in every time. I think there is a setup to cache your password. But anyway, no. But what you could do there, if you want to use the SSH one instead, then you can you can do git remote rm origin, and then you can re-add it as the SSH1.
Okay, so I have to remove the remote now and
Yeah,
change
yeah. So git remote rm origin.
remote rm origin. Okay, and then git add no git remote
Yeah, git remote add.
add remote. And then this one. Yay!
There you go. Cool beans.
Ta-da!
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add your. I guess right now. I gotta go. Blah. I've got to do. No, I need to find that and fork it. Is what I need to do. Anyway, you can.
Yeah.
I'll do it in the background. Yeah, you've got that thing up. So do you want to walk through like the initial steps of? I mean, we're talking about doing this like sweet shop inventory. I mean, I guess you could say like let's make a few models, or you want to pull in the Rang thing first.
Well, first, if we want only to play with rank just for a while, why not just do a kind of hello world in an empty HTML page?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We
We
can do it.
don't need any models. Yeah, that sounds good.
Uh,
What's up? Not much. I just need
yeah.
to
So,
Rails that. And then hopefully also
where to
get a
start?
job as well. A proper full-time job. I don't know, apparently.
So I'm just in the background. I'm just forking the Rang example and cloning and getting set up.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
They
first,
asked me to do an interview. I never like.
Yeah. So you just want to make. I mean, you want to make like the root. I mean, I guess the default page, the index page, is going to be some like the default thing. And I guess, do we even care if it's does
I'm not sure.
maybe they don't
Good.
have the index, yeah, the HTML by default. Do we want to just add an index to HTML, or does it? I guess for our purposes, we don't really care if it's run by a controller or it's just like a static page. We're not really bothered.
Oh, can you make a static page without any controller in Rails?
I think, well, in principle, you can just have an index.html in the the public directory. But I don't know if that's you know, I mean, are we going to be relying on any Rails functionality?
Maybe just like a controller, we call it static.
Well, we could even just call it application controller and just have like a get an index method on it that just returns just some HTML or a template or whatever.
And what will be the where we put the view from application controller?
I think you can just go in the root for the. I mean, we can. I mean, you could do a scaffold to generate just the template for something or whatever. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, it's not like scaffold after.
let me look it up. I mean, not that the scaffolds.
If you do dash dash help, it'll tell you something.
I think it's it's Rails generate
I
scaffold.
do Rails G dash dash help.
Oh yeah, good.
Uh, I mean, there's like there's Rails generate controller, I mean, the scaffold
This
will.
is choose a generator.
I mean, the scaffold will like put in a model and stuff. I think.
Maybe there is a way to skip models now.
I mean, the scaffold. I think, but at least not with
Oh,
the
yeah.
scaffold. I think you can generate,
It's a resource itself.
but maybe you can just do Rails generate view.
Oh yeah. So Rails G views.
I don't know. Let's see. I mean, clearly we've got there's like a Rails generate controller. I mean, I guess there's no big deal if we could do we can have a controller. I guess we don't.
Okay.
I mean, I thought you had up there like a list of all the different things we could do generation of, but
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm doing the same on my side.
2 dashes.
Mm, no, there is not view only.
No, so let's just go for a controller then. I mean, I've got here like Rails generate controller welcome index. I think would be a perfectly reasonable.
LG
That's I'm doing that from the getting started.
users welcome.
Welcome usually with the single L.
Oh, sorry.
But hey, it's no big deal.
Oh no.
No, it's good. Let's leave it like that. Yeah. So
Can I do something like Rails destroy?
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I like this.
Right.
Ta-da.
All right. So I guess we could just run Rails server and go and check. We can see our base app there.
What is it?
You already have something running on host port 2000?
Oh yeah. Okay. Upload. White project. Okay. So welcome isn't here.
It's still giving. Is there? Do you have the index file in the?
Sorry.
I was going to say, like, we got the default page there on the root. I mean, I guess there should be like welcome/index. I don't know if this generate will have generated like any of the defaults. So welcome/index.
Oh yeah.
There we
Wonderful.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Yep. So first we have to add AngularJS to the app.
Mm-hmm.
Then define that the HTML is an application JS.
Mm-hmm.
Make some tests here and just like an hello world with Angular here.
Mm-hmm.
And then do the same but with Run.
Right.
Right. Okay. Well, let's go by install Angular in the Rails app.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just import the JavaScript inside?
Sure.
Because we want just short things. I don't know if there is a gem for Angular.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, okay, maybe just
Angular Rails gem. I mean, I think there probably are. I don't know how well developed they are. If there's like a sensible one that one should be using. There's
I don't know.
There's AngularJS -Rails. Could look at that on GitHub.
Yeah, why not this one?
Yeah, forked by 65. Looks
2 days ago.
looks reasonably active.
Okay, let's pick this one.
I mean, Angular. Yeah, that's the only one that I'm seeing on GitHub at the moment. So that seems like the one.
Okay.
So just as you're doing that, I was going to say, welcome to Viv. Great to have you with us. What we're doing today is we're looking at an open source project that Pierre has set up, which is kind of a framework to allow coding in AngularJS in a slightly nicer syntax. And so what we're doing is we're setting up a sort of blank Rails project, and we're just watching as Pierre goes through the process of like pulling in his framework.
Okay. So now we have it. What we can do is just make a test in the index page, copy paste from the original website to see that the Angular gem works.
Right.
Maybe we should restart the server, no?
Yeah, well, we can always do that lazily. Like if it fails to work, then restart the server. We'll see. Maybe it'll be all right.
Okay. So here's.
And then the bigger hit picture here, Viv, is that once we've got the Rang system Pierre is interested in trying to work out what kind of tests might be put in with the GitHub project. But we're kind of like looking through, just seeing how it all works first. There you go.
So if we, for example, just copy paste this one.
No, you've got the slim file there.
Oh yeah, I will just.
See, that's why I like ERB. I just like being able to paste this thing.
Yeah.
But you
there
can.
is a service on Heroku who's doing this for you.
Oh yeah. Cool. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Now there is a tricks because in Vim, if you most part of the time copy paste just like this, it don't work very well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you have to reindent everything. It's not a big deal. Okay, so just in the layout we have to write this is ng app like this, and it will work.
We've got the Angular JavaScript thing is going to.
Why?
Well, we could just quickly check the logs. We've got the thing pulling in Angular. Let's have a look at the error message.
Oh yeah. So.
Oh, it's a slim issue.
Yeah, slim issue. I don't know why. Oh yeah. Okay. So that didn't work. Yeah, we need to require Angular.
Yeah, so we've got the gem. We've installed the gem. All right, there's something we need. Yeah, in there that's going to go into the assets. What is it? Is it go in the? Isn't it? Doesn't it go in the? No, it goes in the CSS or it goes in the JavaScript?
Why? Like here?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I was. Yeah. I mean, if you're sure that's the right place, I'm. I was just thinking. What was I thinking?
It's lower.
Open the Rang example on my side. If I go assets, Shouldn't it be going in application.js?
Sorry?
That require, shouldn't that go in the application? The place where you put it is in the star sheets?
Yeah, you put CSS.
Oh yeah, I have make. No, that's true. I have made a mistake.
Yeah, and it's in JavaScript's application.js.
JavaScript. Yeah, wrong file. That's why I was surprised by the command. Oh, like this.
Yeah, that looks right.
Oh, yeah, but file isn't required.
So let's just, why don't we just inspect the source here and see what the HTML that's actually generated if we do inspect element, and just see in the head, we open up the head thing there and see what it's actually doing. So are we getting Angular being requested anywhere there? Yeah, AngularJS is there. Okay, so we're getting that. I see like the second from the last. It's like AngularJS application.js. It says assets/angular.js.
Yeah.
But what it's doing there is that seems to be trying to look for an AngularJS in the assets. Do we have AngularJS in the? Oh yeah, if you open it, is it actually loading a script there?
No,
Okay, yeah, there you go.
it looks it's the good script.
Right. So, is there something that maybe in the Slim we need to escape the curly braces or something? Because it seems to be treating the curly braces there as, just.
Oh yeah. My bad. So when it used the transformation from the,
Right.
it just remove one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah,
There we go.
et voilà.
Ah, all right. Good stuff. So that's a basic. Do you want to just push that up onto the GitHub, and then I can just confirm that I can run that on my side.
Oh, maybe because it's like pair programming. There is, pilot, copilot, and then we switch roles.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I will connect it. Okay. Oh, lot of things. Well, I have everything. I think it's okay for me.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I've got. I haven't tried running the. There's a rang example.
Yeah,
I should run bundle. I should run bundle install a little while ago. So yeah, I should have kicked off bundle install on my side a little while ago.
okay.
So it'd probably take a little while for me to get set up with a working thing. You could, I mean, this next bit we're going to pull in the rang, right? So the next bit you could at least start talking through how to do that, and you could, if I get this set up fast enough, you can tell me how to do it,
Well,
or you can just show.
It's now my problem because I don't really know how to. Well, I just released this one.
Mm-hmm.
I have registered it to Bower, but I'm not really used to use Bower, so I don't know where I have to write Bower. So maybe if someone know the correct way to include the Bower package in a Rails app.
Yeah, I don't think I've used Bower before. Is that a JavaScript library?
Bower is like Gem or NPM, but for assets.
Oh, okay. Bower is like a package management for the assets. Okay.
Yeah, it's released by Twitter.
Ah, interesting. I've just added upstream master. I've just added you as a. It's okay. I've got let's see. I'm going to see if I can actually run. Ah, no, I need to get some more bundles installed. Okay. So right, so you're right. Yeah. So you want to do the Bower install process on the Rang library.
Yeah, I think it's the goal, but for today we can only copy paste the file.
Yeah. That's I think certainly in this situation we can just do
Just
that.
for an example after all.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay, and I'm just checking that I can run this locally.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have it. I have the Angular working on my side. So you could I'm happy. Anytime you want to switch, I can.
Okay, so I save the file, I push it, and then you take the lead.
Okay.
Okay, so where I have done now, here's
But so you're saying before you're using Angular a lot for just the kind of front end development of the website.
since 6 months, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only since I try to don't use jQuery anymore for every kind of logic.
Before Angular, you were mainly just using raw jQuery.
Yeah, jQuery and CoffeeScript, and sometimes it's a bit of underscore.
Okay, but not Backbone or Prototype.
I never have the occasion of a big project, so I just try by myself, but I was always in the Ruby side with making API and API.
Right. Yeah, you're more server side. Yeah. So did you push that file?
Yep.
Okay. So let me do Git. So actually, here I'll go to this and I'll match over. Is that going to end up going to sort of infinite regress? I don't know. I'm sharing which screen. I'm confused because I'm doing recording and more. Anyway, you guys can all see my screen.
Ooh, what is it?
Is it? You can see
Yeah,
my.
I can.
I guess I got the problem here is that I'm kind of sharing. What I'm going to do actually is just switch over. Let me share a different screen because I'm kind of recording. I couldn't get the broadcast thing working on this, so I'm just going to.
So here is okay for me.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm just going to.
Can I stop to share my screen and you...
Well, I would recommend just leaving the screen share running in the background in case you need to show me something in a hurry. Like I don't think there's any downside in in sharing. So I would just sort of leave that.
Looks like a ship or something you're on.
Me, yeah, they've got like a round window here in the office.
Yeah, the
Macy's.
round window.
Yes, ahoy Macy's. But so yeah, so I think I've got now here. I shouldn't have done that. Let's make the font a bit bigger. So here I'm on the command line. There we go. I've just been testing running the server. I was just going to do, so I've got git remote -v. I've got you there as the upstream, so I can do git pull upstream master, and that should pull in that latest, that one file. So if I run, I mean, not that's going to really make any difference, but just as a sort of a sanity check, this was me running this here. So I've got, we'll just check that anyway. So that's kind of working. And then I've got, here we go. So this is me in my setup. But I'll just kill, that's the Rang thing over here. And put that one so I can see you guys if necessary. So, so what we're going to do at the moment, we've got our view. Basically, so this is our view with our bit of Angular. So now, as a result of, we've added the Rang in, so that allows us to change the way that. Well, I'm not sure. Tell me what I can do now that I've got access to Rang.
Now what we can do is do like a small controller with rung and say rung hello world. The first things we have to do is to create an app, an Angular app with a name, because
Okay.
rung need it. So what you have to do is open, for example, the welcome.js file and create an Angular application like I share my screen like line one. You know, for example, rung at rung example equal angular.models and between. What
Yeah,
are
I
the-
mean, I'm looking at your screen here, and I can see like @candy is equal to Angular module can.
yeah, like this.
So I mean, we're talking about a candy store. So so I've got like @candy is equal to.
Yeah, but Candy is the name of the application, so maybe rung example would be better, or something like example.
Oh, okay. We can just do rang example. All right, is equal to, and then yeah, I guess you've only got one screen. Maybe I will.
I prefer you just write rung because I don't know
Oh,
how
sure.
to work with
Underscores, sure.
yeah, there is
So this is going to be like Angular, and
dot
then
model, and then first parameter is a string, and then a second parameter is an empty array.
just an empty array. Okay, so I've
Yeah.
made a. Okay, so this is a model. So this is my Angular controller, and I've made a little model there.
So here is this is just the you define the application, and then
It's sorry, module, not model. Right. Yeah.
yeah, module,
Yeah.
yeah, like this, and so but rung is there is no uppercase for the first letters. It's just minuscule r.
Like small r, like this.
Yeah, small r. Okay. No, big R to the first word. Yeah, because it's a CoffeeScript class.
Okay.
And, like this. So now we have to name the application in
Right.
the layout, in the ERB layout.
In like here.
Yeah.
So
and
we've
you
got.
have to write ng app equals rung.
Like that.
Like that. Okay, so now we can, in our welcome controller, create a rung controller. Like this one. You just you have to write like the two first line of my screen.
Okay, so if we have this is like maybe
your controllers, and then you register it to the app.
yeah.
And,
I mean, it's gonna necessarily extend this scope control, or that's your default controller, is it, for Angular?
The base controller is here. Well, is in the rung file. Just wait.
I guess scope control is one of the rang controllers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we don't need to inject any things because we only need scope.
Yeah. Let me just split these. So we've got rang and there. Okay. So I've just got inventory. So this is I've got my inventory controller. Okay, and I'm extending scope. I guess do I need to extend anything, or I just want to leave it as an inventory controller here?
Sorry?
Well, this, I mean, is this all right, what I've done on line 8? Like,
you need something more, is register this controller to the application.
yeah. And
so, yeah, is space Windows dot
rang,
yeah,
like that. Okay.
like that.
So
Now
this,
it's
go
okay.
on. Yeah.
So now we have to put something inside and use it in the view, and then it will be okay for the, and then we will be finished.
Okay.
So what we can do is just write a function. For
Uh-huh.
example,
The initialize or something?
well, just hello, just
Okay.
hello, 2 points.
I'm just going to go and get there. Hello, and then, I mean, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go and grab your copy of your README of like these things to compare
Oh
this.
yeah.
But so, okay, so the standard thing that you've got is like this. We just say hello. Is this the? Oh,
Yeah, like this,
yeah.
and then return a string with hello.
So, and that's just the way that it works with here. This is on the next line. I would just do this.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. And so then in here, I should be able to access that like,
Yeah. So you have first to say that you are in the controller. So you have an ng controller in the div line tree, like as an argument. ng controller equal u controller names.
like that.
Yeah. And so hello is the name of your function. So there is no uppercase, I think. You don't need to write round dot because you're still in the controller. But hello is a function, so you have, it's JavaScript, so yeah. No, just like this.
And then, okay, hold on. So I'm just,
So no, ng controller is not wrong. It's the inventory controller.
like so.
Like this.
Okay. And then,
Damn it.
let's see. So here,
Oh yeah, it's another thing. Return to the string view.
yep.
After H1, go to a new line. Press enter.
I'm on the new line.
After H1, because if you use curly brace, you will think that that there are arguments. So yeah, and now here write a pipe just before the curly brace.
Just before the curly brace, like here.
Yeah, pipe. And then pipe means that's a string.
Okay. Do I want the, see now that's treating that as a string. I mean, should I just for simplicity do that?
For example, yeah.
Okay. So now that's treating all of that as a string.
Yeah.
But we don't want it all to be a string, do we? Can I just do?
No, it's the same problem.
Okay.
It's because curly brace indicate to Slim that you are in like attributes for the tags.
Right, but it's funny because it was working.
I think it's because we changed the app name.
So we've now got, well, the app name is now Rang. Okay, you think it's because we've changed to Rang?
Yeah. Can we see the can we see your inspect if there is your message?
Yeah, it says it failed to instantiate module Rang due to module Rang is not available. You either misspelled the module name or forgot to load it. If registering a module, ensure that you specify the. Let's see the rest of it. Ensure that you specify the, and then there's something is omitted. Is it, so Rang, it's like, it's got class has got a capital R. Does it need to be capitalized?
No, I think, maybe we shouldn't use the word Rang for the application. Just like, I don't know, write something else.
Like just like here? Just give it, oh, you mean in here, instead of using Rang here?
Yeah, because is the twice name. So
Yeah. So which one should we change? I mean, this one, this Angular module, that will then load this JavaScript that's called. So that one needs to be the same.
yeah,
So we could just call this. We could call this inventory, and then
yeah,
this one inventory, like so, and
yeah,
then
and the string in the middle, yeah, even
the string in the middle.
back. After modules, there is still a rang.
But doesn't that needs to be rang, doesn't it, in order to get
Yeah,
the?
it need no. That needs to be inventory.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Small case.
Right. Okay. But so how? And I guess rang is just available for. We don't need
Oh, yeah,
require.
Well, but it's better to write the same name everywhere.
Sure. But do we need to require rang here?
No, because it's by required tree.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No,
We
fair
need
enough.
to require Angular after required tree. So,
Maybe this way around, or Angular first and then the tree.
yeah. Just
Sure.
excuse me.
No problem. I'll see if I can fix it by myself.
Okay.
Should that be lowercase or uppercase?
I don't know. Aha. Ooh. Looks like
Yeah.
Cool.
So now we can test our controller rank the function. You know, hello.
yeah. I just do. Yeah. So well, we've got.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, looks like it works. Yeah. Yeah.
So now we have a functional fail rank.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right.
So
I wondered if we can get away without. Yeah. So it seems like we can't.
I will tell you why. For example, you can do something else, like open a normal bracket just after number one and close it just after.
Okay. Yeah.
Because this is the list of attributes, and Slim said you can use everything you want. For example,
Right.
parentheses, curly bracket, square bracket. So if there is no attribute before, the curly bracket will be interpreted as the attribute list.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So I mean, the interesting thing is to reflect there. What would be the syntax if we weren't using rang? And so the implication is that, like, so we've got this. Kind of work that out. Like, so the what it would be without. I mean, you've got this.
You can do that in a CoffeeScript file. You have to write.
I was thinking, but this one here. So you've got here. This is there. This is a JavaScript file, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
Is that? I'm just checking it. So this is a JavaScript file. I'm not trying to run this. I'm just trying to look at what the saving into. So basically, this is a. For example, here, like if we get them in the right places, like this is like defining a control. This.
Oh, okay.
Trying to work out the mapping. So, for example, you know, it would be
So
something.
remove projects.
Kind of just remove. Yeah, the word projects there like that.
Yeah.
And
So change projects plural by hello.
like this.
Yeah, and then it will be a function.
I need a function that returns
Yeah.
hello there or something. Yeah. So there we go. Something like that. Anyway. But-
And then the line 15, it will be is not angular.controller but at inventory.controller.
Okay. But yeah, okay. So basically what the rang is it's providing us a CoffeeScript version of Angular, so we can control Angular through CoffeeScript.
Yeah.
Cool. And is this function definition here, is that standard for CoffeeScript, or that's your design?
That's the standard way to define
CoffeeScript.
function.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But Rung use all the functions defined in the class are added to the scope. That's why you didn't write scope.
Right. Interesting. Cool. I'm going to need to step away at least briefly. I'll be back. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll just get rid of this code there, and I'll push this back over to you. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Let's get status.
But well, Rung start to be really interesting when there is a lot of controllers who require services or things like that.
Sure.
More there is complexity in your code, more Rung make it cleaner.
Yes, I can. I mean, I can. I think I don't know Angular and CoffeeScript well enough to appreciate that as much as I should, but it certainly makes sense. Yeah. There we go. Git push origin. I don't know about this .idea stuff. Oh, I should maybe have added that to the git ignore. We've got a git ignore file there. I probably want to have .idea star in there.
It's like Ruby line stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Let's remove that. And I think I want to just git remove .idea/star. Fatal, not removing recursively without -r.
RM2, yeah.
Okay, git status. I don't know. We'll see. Git log. I don't know. That might work. We'll see. Git push origin master. Okay. Boom. All right. So that should be available to you on my repo. If you want to pull it out, Pierre, and see that it works for you. I say I'm just going to step away. I'll be back in like a minute or so with you shortly.
Oh yeah. I don't really know how pull request work from a forked repo. Is it something that we can do?
Pull request?
Yeah. I mean, is Sam can make me a pull request and then accept its modification to my repo?
Yeah, or you even yourself can make a pull request for Sam's code if you want to do it that way instead of pulling it off the command line.
Okay.
If you go to GitHub and log in, if you go to GitHub and
Yeah, and
go to the repo, Rang example, right?
yeah, run example. Sorry.
And then go to, where is that?
Because is not to Sam to make me a pull request and then me to accept?
You
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Oh, Sam, are you back?
I'm back. Hey guys.
Yeah. Well, I asked you, can you, for example, I don't really know how does it work with a forked repo, but can you make a pull request or something like that with your code modification?
I can, yeah. I mean, I could just so you know how we often do this. Like if we were gonna, I mean, I'm probably gonna have a break for lunch now, but if you wanted to,
me too. I have to. Well, I have to do something in a few moments.
sure, yeah. But what if you just go to let us. I can do a pull request, but let us just show you if you've got a minute. Like if you go to your Zshell thing,
Okay.
and so like here, if you just get into the terminal, So if you do git remote -v, we should just see that you've just got origin in your list of remotes.
I was saying in principle he could actually create a pull request for you and accept it.
Conceivably, but it's nice to show them the GitHub Pong. But so if you now did git remote add Sam, and then you could add.
Oh. Git remote add Sam.
Yeah, my name or whatever you used to refer to me. And then if you could then, I mean, here I would do it again with HTTPS, but you can do it with maybe the SSH one. But if I go and grab, let's see if I can just find the right thing. Yeah, so I've got Tansaku Rang underscore.
What is your name on GitHub?
It's Tansaku, but I've got the let me find the SSH one. I've got the SSH one for you. I just pasted it into the group chat. Maybe you're there, but yeah. So Tansaku, yeah, then / rang example .git, and you'll be good.
Okay.
So having
What does it mean, Tansaku? It's Japanese word.
yeah, Japanese means deep search.
Oh.
So if you then do git pull Sam master.
Yay.
Yeah, so then you have all of my code. So that thing there is like for the GitHub Pong. So we don't have to use, we could be doing pull requests. It would take longer time to do through the interface or whatever. But just so a single command, if once you're set up with the remote, that's it, and you've got exactly the code that the person's got. So you could run Rails server there and just check that it's working for you. And then we've got it's pulled through the .idea things in a way that I'm not very happy with, but I'll have to clean those up. But yeah, just if you want to verify that that runs on your side, then that's a nice sanity check that what we did was at least not, wasn't relying upon some specific setup on my machine or your machine or whatever.
So, hello there. Yay. Cool. It works.
Yeah, nice one. Well, and so we have a a working example of your library with a Rails app. That's nice.
Yeah, true. It's a good step. Nice. I will push it. I will update the code. Oh, nothing to do.
Yeah, so you've pulled that into the master, and then so if you then is that GPU you're doing git push? Yeah, so that you now have that in your system as well. I've just pushed, just properly added the. I'm going to do git remove .idea. What have I got there? It seemed like there was a load of. I'm going to do star XML git status.
Oh, but there is your name anyway, Tansaku.
Yeah, so you get my that's my, because it's my commit. So you've pushed it up. So then if you look at the commit log on this, it says 6 commits under this is a Rang example. If you click the 6 commits thing, it's a bit further up. Go up. See, it says few clicks. Did you see where it says 6 commits?
6 commands.
6 commits on the browser that you were just on, the page you were just on, and you were seeing my name Tansaku. There you go. So scroll up.
Oh yeah.
This is a Rang example.
Just underneath where it says this is a Rex there. So then you can see like this was your stuff and then my stuff. And I'm just going to clear. I think we've ended up with some .idea things in there, which I'm just going to get rid of. I don't know why this is. Is it really deleting all of my?
What is encoding.xml?
That's part of this .idea. It's the RubyMine stuff that I should have got the git ignore in there.
RubyMine stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm just in the process maybe of breaking my RubyMine thing of this. I mean, I can always recreate it later on. I'm just trying to remove all the things from Git. Git commit -am. Removing RubyMine stuff. Git push origin master. So I've just done, I don't know if this is going to get everything, but I've just pushed up to my system, trying to clean some of those bits out. We'll just see. Yeah, I've still got kind of stuff left in there from RubyMine. I've got the git ignore now is set so that I'm often confused with the git ignore. Like I'm doing like here, trying to ignore .idea /star. Maybe it needs to be that needs to be /star or something to really ignore all of the bits. I don't know. I get confused with the syntax there. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, that was fun. I'm really glad that we could work on that together today.
Yeah, I'm really glad because it's kind of good step for people who want to know how it works.
Right. Yeah,
So,
it's I think it's good for your project to have the example, and it's was good for me to be able to see what you were doing, and yeah, nice stuff, nice stuff.
yeah, thank you a lot. I'm really happy.
Good stuff. Yeah, well, and we're doing pairing on this, that, and the other, every day, and of course the open sessions will continue. There's another one coming up in about 5 hours from now, and yeah, we'll hope to see you around again.
Oh, you mean it's not only every Wednesday? There is other days?
Yeah, there is. So we have open sessions on Wednesday, like this one we've just had, and then like 5 hours from now at 6:30 p.m. UST, and probably that's like 7:30 your time. There'll be another open session.
Okay.
But we also do pairing through the Agile Ventures, like pretty much all day, every day. But
Oh,
tends to be focused on the Agile Ventures project. They're all open source projects, but the open sessions are the ones we particular focus of. Like come in and show us stuff, or but yeah, there's stuff going. I mean, are you in the Agile Ventures Skype chat? I thought we.
I think you add me somewhere.
Yeah, you're in.
Adventure, yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
you're in there. So I mean, you see like all of these links that we're posting in there for this is like EuroAsia Scrum and pair hookup, and then like add
Okay,
this
I
the
will probably try to join you
yeah.
for the days.
Yeah, and whenever. I mean, it's
Mm.
but basically what these are, these Scrum meetings are they're like a quick 10-minute, 15-minute overview of the projects that are going on and what's happening, and then pair hookup. So it's kind of like people then coordinate to who's going to like pair with who and see what's going on, and just So we do that like maybe 3 or 4 times a day, every day,
Okay,
and yeah, that's how it works.
cool. Um, wow, wonderful. So I will try to join you, or I don't know when I have free time.
Sure, yeah. Just jump in whenever, and it's always free and it's always open, and yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, okay. By the way, thank you for your help,
No, thank you.
Rang, and hope I will continue to write on it. If someone wants to write with me, is welcome.
Sure.
And well, that's great.
Good stuff. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Take care. I was going to say to Viv, did you manage to follow any of that? Was it making sense? Any questions? And maybe Viv's away from keyboard. Viv, you're muted.
Oh, no. Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. That's the standard.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, glad you liked it. Good stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Really cool.
Good
So
stuff.
did you? I didn't see you join the call. Since how long are you here?
Oh, me, I just started like last week
Yeah,
last
but
week.
I think Pierre meant he didn't like when we started the session. It was just Pierre and myself, and then Michael came in, and he didn't know when you came in. But I think Viv came in, Pierre, just as you were kind of getting the Rails based app working. So she saw us get Rang in there, and then the Rang thing working.
Okay. All right. So if someone have any question about this small project, don't hesitate.
Good stuff. Yeah, I mean we're not using Angular so much, but as the amount of JavaScript we put in our Rails app, it increases, then yeah, it would be nice to experiment with some more of this. We're going to show this to some other of our friends. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, I think I've cleared out. Feel free if you've got to go and do stuff. I'm going to get some lunch myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to do things
Sure.
during the afternoon. Okay, so see you next time, and have fun.
Good stuff. Yeah. We'll see you again soon, Pierre. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Sam. Bye.
Bye for now. And Michael's off. And Viv, are you going to join us later for any bits and pieces of things? You're muted again.
I'm sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Sam, I'm learning how to work this interface.
No problem.
Question.
Go for it.
I checked out Cordelia Lulu.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really cool. I do want to join.
Lovely.
I checked out their videos. I was going to go through their documentation today.
Uh-huh.
Because they have like about 7 or 8. They have quite a bit of documentation.
Sure.
How do you want this to? How does it work? What's the process for me to join up and start coding or whatever? Help me or do whatever I can.
Just attend the scrums when you can, whichever ones are convenient for you. And I mean, I think the one so there'll be a scrum in about just under 2 hours now. Is that right? Yeah, in under 2 hours from now. And so yeah, that's a good one. Like Pete and Thomas are the 2 key guys on that project, and they're pretty much always in that scrum. So that's go on.
How do I find? I'm sorry to interrupt, but how do I find that scrum? Where exactly would I find it?
Well,
Anywhere.
yeah. So if you can see let's see which screen am I sharing? If you see my screen, basically at the moment we're using G+ to manage the events. That might change the not too distant future, but at the moment you can always go to the G+. I'll paste the link in there for you. You can always go to the G+ communities events. This is our pair programming community on G+, the events page, and you can see the different events there. And so, for example, this one, that is the event for this afternoon's, and for us, the 3:15 p.m. UTC Scrum and pair hookup. So that would be the one to do. But that it's, if you can't make it today, there's tomorrow, and then the next day, and the next. So basically, don't worry about feeling that you have to commit to one or other of these. Particularly, just whenever you can make it, come along and say hello, and I'll make sure you get hooked up. And but either which way, when this is on, there'll be I'll paste a link into here in order for you to people to get into the Hangout, and then I'll also paste it into Agile Ventures. But yeah, actually, also the other thing, I guess, if you're particularly interested in this project, then I can add you here like that, and then so this is the place here where so I'll say welcome to Viv there, and so other people who are interested in this project, for example, in particular Pete and Thomas and myself and so on, and Lucian, they've actually got a sort of a client based in Sweden who's getting in some government money for this project, I think. And yeah, so this is any questions or any concerns related to this project, you can ask them here, and we'll people will do their best to get back to you. But yeah, and just and feel free if you're aware that it's the time is coming up for the Hangout and you're not sure and there's any, just ask in the Agile Ventures chat, and we'll totally get you sorted out. I guess if you're ever confused about like when are the scrums and so on, we've got the dates and times of all the scrums listed here in the Agile Ventures About Us place.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay.
And
awesome.
And actually this links to that Google Events. That links to the Google Events page that lists the events. So.
Okay. Alrighty. I'm getting my mornings together.
Yeah. Good. Well, good on you.
A little early.
Good
okay.
on. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, look forward. Well, I'll go and grab some lunch myself. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you in some of the scrums and meetings as they come up.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Bye for now.